If you like this video, hit the bell icon and subscribe. A lot of times we look at art, dance, movies as things that come into the world because of creativity. But what if I told you that all of these were part of an intentional plan by the Korean government for them to get a powerful position in the world? And it is all one thing: Hallyu. My name is Freesia, this is WAC, and if you have seen, consumed, fan-followed any of the things that I just showed you, then you have been hit by Korea's cultural weapon. To understand what a cultural weapon is, we must look at the biggest wielder of this soft power, the USA. Over decades, while the CIA was toppling democracies and installing dictators, or selling arms to both sides of a war that they instigated, or brazenly occupying countries that they had no business to be in, America had convinced most of the world's population that they were a force of good. While Superman saved the world, he stood for truth, justice, and the American way. Every kid wanted a friend circle like the one that Archie, Betty, and Veronica had. From Russia to South Africa, they had youngsters listening to American music while wearing Michael Jordans in jerseys and drinking Coca-Cola. Hollywood had most of the planet wishing that they were all American. Other countries also regularly did try to export their culture, but it's a form of diplomacy that, while not being obvious, is far-reaching. Who doesn't love Japanese animation or British humor? Or in the case of India, our love for all things colorful and celebrating life. Raj Kapoor, Mithun, Rajnikant, they all were India's brand ambassadors long before most of us were born, or at least in our teens. But somewhere along the way, our music, art and cinema has stopped impressing the world like it used to. Yes, Shah Rukh Khan's cutout still does exist at Mount Titlis, and Tunak Tunak Tun is being used in TikTok videos. But these are more than 20 years old. All of these examples were organic flukes, and they were not deliberate attempts made by our government. Besides art and culture, India has a treasure trove in health, well-being and spirituality that I feel we should be doing more with. And it is with these thoughts that made me make this episode and put the spotlight on South Korea. South Korea is one of the only countries in the world that has a dedicated goal to become a world's leading exporter of popular culture. It is a way for Korea to develop its soft power. Soft power. In politics, it is power that a country wields through its image rather than through hard force. In other words, soft power involves shaping the preferences of others through appeal and attraction. And for Korea, that appeal and attraction, it comes in the form of these guys, and these, and these, and these, and these, and these, and these, and these. The Ministry of Culture of South Korea has a budget of 500 million, which they will spend on the promotion, research and development of its various entertainment industries, aka soft power. Now, when you look at the soft power index of 2021, Korea comes in at number 11. The USA today has come down to the 6th place, and it is the fastest falling nation. India has been ranked at 36, and it has unfortunately fallen 9 places from last year. But all of this considered, let me tell you how a nation that got its independence in 1945 managed to make its way to become a huge soft power. Hallyu is a Chinese term which, when literally translated, means Korean wave. And this basically refers to a tsunami of entertainment that South Korea unleashed onto the world. In January 2021, there were 100 million Hallyu fans, which I'm sure has grown even more. This move by the government is contributing to almost 12.3 billion to Korea's economy, out of which, no surprises, BTS alone contributes close to half. In 1965, Korea's GDP was less than that of Ghana. And today, Korea is one of the top 10 GDPs of the world. And we need to understand that all of this is because of Korea boom. It's not just some random coincidence. It was all part of a plan. After getting independence from Japan on 15th August 1945, Korea's economy saw a plunge. But by the 60s till 2010, the economy had increased 25%. This table will make you understand what a jump like that means when it is put against China, Japan, and America. Korea is already known for its manufacturing and its exports, but they also have another kind of export that they are focusing on heavily. BTS generates close to $5 billion per year and 1.42 trillion as added value per year. According to this report, they're saying that BTS's contribution to South Korea's GDP is almost comparable with Korean Air. The HRI stated that 1 in every 13 tourists visit South Korea only because of BTS. When they addressed the UN General Assembly this year, the President of South Korea called them as a special presidential envoy for future generations and culture. This makes you understand how important they are to the Korean government. More recently, it will also be interesting to see the kind of Korea boo that Squid Game kicks off. Think about it, Korean is not even in the world's top 10 spoken languages, and yet people are feeding so much of their culture. But the Hallyu craze has not gone down well in some parts of the world. Big brother Kim Jong-un calls it a cultural weapon. In fact, they have referred to it as Nampong. Recently, there was even a hullabaloo in Pakistan because BTS fans had put up a hoarding wishing one of their members a happy birthday. Officials had it pulled down immediately, saying, "There are young people in this city. This group has a negative influence on them and encourages them to behave in wrong activities. They promote homosexuality." Even China has put a ban on K-pop, citing that the painting of an aeroplane was irrational star-chasing behavior, and they banned broadcasts by vulgar internet celebrities and feminine-looking men because they do not portray the values that the country wants to promote. But the truth is, love it or not, you cannot ignore it. Haters will always point a finger. India today has so much to offer as a soft power. From Ayurveda to wellness to meditation to even cutting-edge medical and surgical capabilities, these are areas that lack recognition on a global scale. All of these are emerging soft power resources. I would love to hear what you think about all of this in that comment section below. If you agree with this video, don't forget to share it with everyone. I'll catch you guys again very soon. Ciao!